guys, how's it going? Today's video I'm going to be showing how I painted this holiday inspired stone. It is red and gold and white. I just wanted to mention real quick, I'm having a giveaway. If you would like to win the giveaway, all you have to do is hit subscribe, also hit the like button, and also comment and leave me a suggestion on what you would like to see on a future video. The winner will be the person whose suggestion I take and make a video out of, and the person will win, drum roll, either a painted stone or a magnet painted by myself. So I will announce the winner on my next video. So if you're interested in winning, then just simply do those things. And if you're just interested in watching how to make something like this, then keep watching. Okay, so this is just a picture of what I used. I start off in the middle using a 8mm dot, and then I use my biggest stylus for the dots. I just go to the top, to the bottom, to each side, and then right in between each of those dots. So the first initial dot in the middle is white, and these dots right around the white are all gold. Now you can mix and match these colors, just depending on whatever you like. Next I'm going with, I believe that's a size 5mm, and I'm using a crochet hook. I'm using the end of a crochet hook. The end is really flat, and that's really what you're looking for to get the perfectly round dots. I'm using a red. Next there, I go right between the two gold, but on the outside, all the way around. Here I am going to be using a slightly larger crochet hook, and again I'm going right between the red on the outside of them and all the way around, and that's with white. And now I'm going to use some gold, and I make a dot with a pretty small stylus at the top of the white, and then I walk it down one side, and then I redot that same first initial dot, and then I walk it down the other side, just to get the dots to be uniform, walking down on each side. I just got a stone, and I washed it and made sure it was really good and dry, and then I painted it with a matte black paint. I used the Apple Barrel brand, and it seems to work just fine. And then I do the same thing all the way around each of the white dots here, and that's with gold again. And now I'm going to go with my biggest stylus again with red around the gold. And you just want to hug right around the gold, just hug right around the dots that are there before. And that just helps keep the shape from going off. And again, rotate these colors out however you like. You can use different colors for all of these patterns. I would love to see what you come up with. Okay, so there's a close-up look. And here I'm actually using a wooden dowel. It's the very smallest wooden dowel that I have. It's probably around 2 millimeters or so. And I'm going just to the top of the red with a white dot. Okay, biggest stylus. And I'm going to go right around the white dots. Line it up, make sure it's lined up, and go right around, redotting the first dot, and then down the other side. Now here, I left this in. This is a mess up. I left this in so you can see how to deal with mistakes. We all make mistakes, and you just kind of have to get to it pretty quick if you can. Grab a Q-tip, and what I do is I roll the Q-tip. So I'm rolling the paint up and away from the rock. And you just want to be careful not to hit the other dots. If you do, it's not the end of the world. No big deal. You just redot them. You just kind of roll it off. That's all. And you move on with your day. Same on the other side. Just roll. And if you wanted to, you could go back over those spots if it was sticking to your stone or already dry a little bit. It might be harder to get off the stone, and in that case, I would just go over those spots with a really small brush with that same matte black, and you won't even know that there was ever a mess up. And just go on. Keep going. So we're just going around the white dots with white. And again, it's just the top, and then walk it down each side. And here I'm going with a, let's see, a 4mm crochet hook. Now I found these crochet hooks at, I believe it was Michael's, and what you want to look for if you're going to use crochet hooks, they're pretty inexpensive, they're pretty good to use. Just make sure it has a really flat bottom. That's all you need. So I went between all the white dots with a gold dot there, and now I'm using my biggest stylus again, and I'm going from the gold dot up the white dots in a backwards way. So start with the biggest and walk up to the smallest to the point there. And you just do it on each side. It just breaks up the pattern a little bit. And there's a close-up look. Now you can, in between each of these stages, if you want, you can grab a blow dryer or stick this in front of a fan. It's not necessary, but if you feel like that would be something you'd be more comfortable doing, then feel free to do that. Okay, so here I went right on the tip of the point of the gold, and I'm just dotting another layer of red. And that was with a 5mm crochet hook. And my biggest stylus, it looks like, is what I'm using here. And I'm going to go right to the top of the red dots and walk it down each side. Now you see these rocks aren't perfect, they have divots and such, but you just have to work with what you've got, and you usually don't really notice the stone's little divots and such once it's all finished. And then just go around each one. Start with the top, walk it down, tap that top again, and then walk it down the other side. And just remember to keep lining it up. Look at your center dot. Look at the dots on the top and the bottom of the center dot and line up where you're going to put that head dot. That helps line it up. I don't always get that perfectly straight, but it does help. And I'm going to go right between each red dot with a white dot with a 3mm crochet hook end. And I'm going to jump on top of the red dots with a very small stylus tool, and I'm going around it with white. There, I changed the position of the lighting to try to make it a little easier to see. I think that was a good choice. So you just start at the top and you walk your way down each side. And just line it up. And remember, these are supposed to be fun, so don't stress out about the little things. Just kind of enjoy what you're doing and I've jumped to the same size stylus, but I'm going to go to the red paint, and I'm going to go from the top of the white dots there in the middle of each of the red, and I'm going to walk down each side. You know, one of the things with making these videos is I never really know what people want to see. Do you want to see more rocks? Do you want to see some canvases done again? Just any ideas that you may have that you would like to see me try. Do feel free to leave me a comment. I appreciate the comments. Okay, I'm going right on top of the red with gold. Starting at the top and working down each side. I'll tell you something about this gold paint. It's a metallic, but it's real sticky, and if you can see, I have to pick the stylus straight up, because if not, it leaves like a little string, like a little snap of paint. So, you know, you'll work with your paint and you'll see what it does. Just different paints do different things. But you'll get a feel for what you need to do. So I'm going straight up and down with the gold. And then I'm going to go right around the gold with white. If you wanted to further dot these, you could. You could go on top of some of the dots with the opposite color, with a red or a white, or a gold on a red, which I thought about. I think that would be just as pretty.